Well, everyone, today's a weird day because I used to do April Fool's jokes that were like, oh, how to install Android phone on your device, whatever. And now there's actually a way to do it using a virtual machine. And first of all, shout out to the UTM team, shout out to AppCake, shout out to Saunders Tech, shout out to whoever else. Whoever wants to shout out. Saunders did a tutorial on this, so give him the credit in the cloud, but don't give him too much cloud because he didn't invent it. But I'll show you exactly how to install it. I think I can put the links down in the description as well. So all the links of everything will be down in the description. So all the download files and all that stuff will be pretty easy. So it's going to be like an Android machine on your device, but there's some caveats. Right now, it only supports Android Jelly Bean devices and ISO files. It doesn't support actual KitKat or Android Lollipop or Android 10 as of right now, but those supports are coming in the future, and best believe when that happens, I'll update this tutorial for that specific situation. Real quick, guys, this is me coming from the future. Quick little caveat, if you are jailbroken, you might run into some issues, so you want to make sure that you actually re-jailbreak your device. So if you have a newer iPhone, do uncover. If you have an older one, you can do check rain. But you want to make sure, either Cydia or whatever, you're able to open it and get through it and all that stuff. You don't want to have Cydia on your phone or have a jailbroken phone and not be jailbroken at the time, because if you do that, you will have issues. I was running into issues before, but now I'm actually good and it's all working now, thank God. So you can watch the rest of this video and not hear me complain anymore. Okay guys, now that we're back, I actually figured out what the specific issue was, and now that those caveats are out of the way, you need 3 specific things. Okay, you need AppCake, UTM, and an ISO file. So for AppCake, I'm not going to show you how to install here because it takes like a couple minutes. I'll leave a link in the description of a video I did on my second channel on how to install it. It should only take you a couple minutes to do it. It looks like this. Once you open it, it'll look like this. It's not that big of a deal. So you need AppCake on your device. So that first link in the description will take you to that video. Watch that video and watch how to do it, and then come back and finish off this one. So now that you do have AppCake, what you want to do is you want to open your Safari browser. If you're on iOS 13, this will probably help out better, but you can probably do it on iOS 12. You need an ISO file for your virtual box, and you want to search for a 4.3 image. Now I have this one right here, and this one should work. So I'll leave this link down in the description so you can, download it from there. But you will need an ISO file, 4.3, 4.2, whatever the case is. Right now I'm going to use 4.3. We're going to see if this works. If it doesn't, I'll use a 4.2 one. And the third thing you'll need is the UTM actual app. And the UTM app looks like this, and I'll leave this linked in the description. This will be the third one. The website's literally getutm.app, so if I forget to do it, which I'm not, but you can just get it from there if you want to. So once you're on this ISO file, you actually want to go down, you want to click download, which is right here, the ISO image. You just want to click that, so I'll go ahead and click it. Then once that little pop-up comes up, you just want to click download, but here I've already done it, so I'm going to click X. And on the UTM website, obviously this one says iOS 13.3.1 broke the ability, so you make sure you stay on 13.3, so this probably won't work if you're on 13.3.1, I just noticed that. But what you want to do is you want to go down to download, you want to click download right here. It'll take you to this GitHub website. So what you want to do is scroll down into assets, which is right there, utmapp.ipa. You want to click that, and then you want to download this file as well. So click download, and then it'll go through and you'll be set. So once you have all those files downloaded, which I've already done, you can finish out the rest of the video, or you can pause the video right now and then wait until your files get downloaded. So now that your files are downloaded, what you want to do is you want to go into your Files app. You want to make sure that all the files that you have downloaded are onto your actual device and not in your iCloud drive. So here you can go onto on my iPhone, and as you can see, I don't have any of those files in. So I want to go on my iCloud drive. I want to scroll down into downloads, and you want to find those 2 files you just downloaded. So here I have Android right here, and then my UTM app, which is right here. I want to click both of those. I want to click share, and you can click copy if you want to. They're both kind of do the same thing, and you want to copy them onto your iPhone. So click here. Actually, you're better off moving them, so click move right here, and then you want to move them onto your iPhone, so you can just copy them right there. Okay, so that one is moved, and now you want to move UTM the same exact way. So UTM, and you want to move it straight onto your iPhone as well. Click copy, and then as you can see, we should have them onto our iPhone now. Now I think my camera battery is about to die, so I'm going to have to redo this one. So now that you're here, you're pretty much almost set. Now remember, we downloaded AppCake before. You want to make sure that you have AppCake installed before you continue on, because it's probably not going to work. But once you do have AppCake, what you want to do is you want to hold down UTM. You want to go down into share. You want to scroll all the way out until you see copy to AppCake, which is right there, and you want to click that, and you'll see a little prompt where it says file import. So what you want to do, you want to click yes, and you can see we have UTM right there. You want to do is click it. You want to click install, and it should start installing. Now you might get in some issues where it can't install, whatever the case is. Hopefully it does work for me, because if it doesn't, then the rest of this tutorial is going to be awkward. And it's saying resigning app, and usually it hangs here for a second, but then it usually gets through, which is going to be okay, hopefully. And as you can see, we're on the first version of this software. It's going to get better over time. Right now it's going to be buggy and glitchy and all that stuff, but we're just going to have to live with it. It's not a big deal. And in the future, Android 10 should be supported. So once that is supported, that's going to be awesome. I literally cannot wait for that to happen. And eventually you'll get this little prompt where it says UTM wants to install it. So you can go ahead and install it. and you should get a little thing like that right next to my INDS emulator, and it should take a second or two to install. But once it's installed, we should probably be able to open it because it's using that same verification thing as AppCake. So, and as you can see, we got UTM installed, which is awesome. I didn't even think that was going to happen, but we got it. Now, like I said, we should be able to open it straight from there. And then as you can see, we're in our prompt for virtual machine. Now, remember we have that Android ISO file. It's kind of funny, these things all kind of go hand in hand with each other. What you want to do is you want to click that plus button up top, and you'll see a lot of different things right here. So what you want to do is you want to click the name. You can type in Android or Droid, whatever the case you want. The name is like the least important thing. It doesn't really matter. So I'll do Droid or Flood. So we got that. Okay, Droid. Now I'll do Droid. And you want to keep this to 8686. Remember, you can do 512. CPU count 2. Now the setup drives is what's going to happen. So what you want to do is you want to click setup drives. You want to click plus. You want to select path. You want to click edit. And you want to click import. I think this is how you do it. I honestly forgot. And you want to click browse on my iPhone, and you want to find that boot up image that you did before. And if you see that, then you're set. Okay, I found out exactly where I messed up at. What you want to do is when you're at path and you select your file, so you import and all that, you want to make sure you click on that file. You don't want to just click back. You want to make sure you click on that file. That is extremely important. So once you're here, you just want to go back to drives. If you see that, then you're set. That's what I was messing up on before. So you guys saw that. That's a common issue. We run into issues all the time. So when you get here, you just want to make sure you see Android x86, whatever the case is. You want to make sure that's there. And if that is there, then you are set and you're ready to go. So you want to click back. You want to go back to here. And once you're here and everything looks good and it pretty much matches this, you want to click save. Now, as you can see, I had my Droid one there. Now I have my Android one, the newer one. What you want to do at this point, you want to click that play button, and it still crashes on me, which is so weird. So this could be of many reasons. Either the ISO file is messed up or whatever the case is. So I'll get back and I'll finish this video later. If you heard that little thing I did earlier where I popped in from the future, I was basically jailbroken on my iPhone XR, and I wasn't jailbroken. Basically, I was jailbroken, had Cydia, but I was temporarily unjailbroken at the time. So I had to switch over to my iPhone 11, and it's working now here. So all the steps that I said before are currently correct. I did the exact same things, and now it's still working. So if you're at this point, what you want to do, you want to click I. Okay, and now 50 years later, I finally figured it out again. So as you can see, once you are booted up and everything worked fine, this is pretty much what it's going to look like. Now, this is pretty much the basis of it. This is how it's going to look like, and it's a full-blown, full Android emulator on any iOS device, which is pretty crazy. Now, hopefully in the future, support will get better. We will probably be able to get Android 10 on it, like I said, Android Lollipop, all those different versions as well. The touchscreen parameters and the touchscreen controls will hopefully get better as well. So it'll actually be like you can click on the thing and it'll actually work, because for now, we'll have to use our mouse and go this way. And you can get as low as far as right there and as high as right there. So it's like a little box kind of thing. Hopefully when it does get fully booted up, maybe it'll change a little bit, but I'm not really too sure. But I'll go ahead and get through this setup and then come back and we'll kind of go from there. And like I said, this is the Android Jelly Bean ROM. This is why it kind of looks a little outdated. And this video has actually been taking place over like many hours today, which is kind of funny. Okay, and as you can see, we can now select Wi-Fi. I'll go and skip this. I'm getting a bunch of these other pop-ups, and I'm going to go ahead and skip right now. Okay, that looks fine to me. Okay, alright. Google services, okay. Setup complete, and let's go ahead and click finish. And you will see that we are on full-on Android. And as you can see, this is kind of like the tablet view, which is kind of funny. And as you can see, alright, go ahead and click here. And it's funny because this is like what I've seen on a lot of different tablets and a lot of, I think, Android tablets that I've seen where they have Android, but it's like the mouse cursor and everything on it. Luckily, it does have mouse support, so you can go and use it however you want to. Let me see if I can drag it. So it doesn't seem like I can drag anything. And I'm curious to see if I go ahead and turn it this way, if it'll turn. And as you can see, it does turn, which is really cool. So as you can see, you can use this as whatever you need to if you want to build apps. Right now, there's not a lot of use to it as it exists right now, but there will be a ton of support for it down the line, and this is just the beginning. I mean, this is a crazy huge development that we've seen right now, and it's insane that we have this type of capability without being jailbroken, which is really awesome. And you can open the internet browser if you need to and all that good stuff. And like I said, later down the line, this will get much better and much more smoother. So that really pretty much covers it. It was a long-winded process, but we got it figured out now. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section below. This guy had to drive his truck right now. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed the video, if it helped you out, and do it for my pain and suffering for the time that I've spent doing this today. Hit that subscribe button as well. Check out the other links down in the description. Twitter, Instagram, all those things. Really appreciate if you guys could check it out. More importantly, everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.